So you're thinking of moving to Pueblo? Well, today in this video, we're going to focus on a builder here in Pueblo West. So we've talked about Pueblo West before. Pueblo West is a highly sought after community because it's got larger lots, and the lots we're looking at today are just over an acre. So larger lots, lots of space. And the builders out here really do a great job setting themselves apart with different little things that they are, giving you perks of that kind of sets them apart from one builder to the next. So today, the builder we're focusing on is Dynamic Design. And these listings were given to us with Chris Sandoval, Team Sandoval with Remax Associates here in Pueblo. So we're gonna go through these homes, show you what you get for a new build for just $399.9. And if this is your first time on the channel and you want to know all there is to know about living in Pueblo or the surrounding area, be sure to hit that subscribe button, click the little bell for notifications so you can stay up to date on all the latest market trends. I'm Krista, a local realtor here in Pueblo. I've grown up in Pueblo since I was a little girl. I am a Colorado native, so you're in good hands on this channel when it comes to having somebody who knows the scoop. I watch the market trends, I've seen the growth, we know what's planned and what's coming in the future. So if you need a resource, maybe you're making a move here from out of state, maybe you're making a move locally just from place to place, and you want someone who can help you with all of those things and really be a good resource and make it a smooth transition, feel free to grab my contact information from the description box below. You can reach out at any time, just shoot me a text, give me a call. We can even set up a Zoom if you want, doesn't matter, but I look forward to connecting with you and helping you make that a smooth transition. And in the meantime, maybe we'll see you around Pueblo, but let's go take a look at these new builds here in Pueblo West.
All right, so as you can see, we are headed out to one of the properties that we're looking at today with our new builder here in Pueblo. And this is a different way to take. So we normally would take Highway 50 out west. We're taking a road called Wild Horse that actually connects out to a road that now is turning into, I think it's Boyero Avenue. And this takes you into the further part of Pueblo West on the north side of Highway 50. So where the clouds are there in front of us, that's actually, if you go far enough, it's I-25 corridor that goes up and down Colorado. So we're taking this direction. It's not really a shortcut. It's just a different way to go. That's a little bit more direct when you're coming from, we came from the south side of Pueblo down Pueblo Boulevard. So we are going to head over, and one of these properties is going to have a paved road and one of them is not. So we're going to check those out, but I just wanted to mention this is a different way than we normally go. So normally we're here in Pueblo West on Purcell or McCulloch, but we actually went straight from Pueblo Boulevard across Highway 50 onto this road that takes you straight up into Pueblo West. So let's check out property number one. It shouldn't be too far away from here. So we followed that road, and what it did was it actually kind of went perpendicular to Purcell, and then took us out here because, like I said, this is going to be the farther side of the highway. So it kind of took us into a place where we can kind of cut across going out and around on Purcell. It took us in the middle of Purcell and popped us out right here. So if we were to follow this road, it would actually go to I-25, which is not, obviously, we're not going to go that far, but almost that far. So I just wanted to show you we are now back on like the main road of Purcell, because the road that we took cut through essentially the center of that area that normally you'd have to go on Purcell and go around. So we're just going to venture on over. But yeah, you can also see over here, that's Pikes Peak in Colorado Springs. And this is Pueblo West. As you can see, all the houses are very well spaced out. Not your traditional suburb of sidewalks and everything. We've talked about that before. We just talked about that the other day when we filmed the 2-acre property here in Pueblo West that was $830,000. And if you haven't seen that, you can go watch it. It was a video right before this. But yeah, this is going to be Pueblo West. This is what it looks like. Things are spaced out. And I mean, this is the north side of the highway. So it would be a little bit further away if you're going to be going to the grocery store or the Walmart. This side is definitely further away. It's a little more secluded out here. I think we passed the Dollar General already. almost positive we did. But the Dollar General is kind of the only thing that's on its way this way. So you would have to head back south into Pueblo West if you want to go get your groceries and whatnot. If you really wanted to, you know, take a day out of town, you could follow this road over to 25, jump on, and then it's about 25 minutes up to South Springs. And then you can do something in the Springs too. So it's a nice area if you want space for sure from your neighbors. So we just turned off Purcell. I just want to show you here. Purcell's right there. That's the road right behind us. But I want to show you how much open space is actually out here. And this particular new build is going to be on a non-paved road. They do a pretty good job of keeping the not paved roads packed down. So it's, you know, it's not too terrible with a bunch of dust and everything. But this property is not far in at all. It's pretty close to the entrance of the street. So it's right here. So let's go check this out. All right, we are standing in front of 1256 North Rising Sun Place here in Pueblo West. $399.9. It's going to be 1,596 square feet. This is a 1.01 acre lot, so I want to show you. So we're going to walk into an open floor concept. As you'll notice, one of the things that I want to point out in these homes, specifically with this builder, all of the texture on the walls is actually hand laid, and it is a smooth, what they call, I think it's called a Spanish texture. Don't quote me, I'm not a builder, but if I remember right, I think it's called a Spanish texture. So it is going to be all hand laid, smoothed out. This is your beautiful open floor plan concept. So you're going to have a beautiful frosted glass pantry here. Also, take note of the nicer door handles, fixtures, really nice pantry. And this is going to be a leather back granite. So this is a waterfall counter and, waterfall island. And then it is a leather back granite. So it almost feels kind of like leather, but it's got space here with the drawers. As you can see, they've staged it to just show you that you can do a couple of chairs if you want. Nice big window that overlooks some really beautiful views. So this is one of the great things about Pueblo West, if you've watched any other videos about Pueblo West, is that the views are just awesome. So this is going to be an under counter sink. We're having issues today. We're having issues. You should see how many times we've had to do some of our other takes. Just being real, guys. But this is nice because you can whoop right into there. There's no, you know, getting crumbs stuck in the edges. And then I'll take you out back here. So it is going to be septic. You can see that there. And then covered patio. So there's recessed lighting up here. Nice little covered patio, and then you get to do what you want. As you can see, this is going to be an acre. So I don't know the exact, you can kind of tell where the property line is here. It's pretty large. So you got space between you and your neighbor. Show you how beautiful look at the fixtures. Definitely, you get all the new, right? So everything is modern and new. So this is one of the bedrooms. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Slider closet door there. Nice and long, so you've got some hanging space. Great view. Currently nothing obstructing it, but it looks like there's gonna be some water lines back there for potentially more building. But you can see out the front window here, those are the mountain views that will probably, I mean, they haven't even cleared the land there, so I can't guarantee they would stay forever, but they does have really nice views. It just depends on what they're planning to build out here. That over there is where Pikes Peak is located. And then up here, there's actually some blue LED lights. And I'm gonna turn, we did something. Because when we walked in, you could see them, and it could be just that we've turned on all the lights. So we might not be able to see them in the moment. But yeah, there is some blue LED lights that light this up really nicely.
And then, yeah, you have the one room back here in the corner that we just showed with the sliding. And then over here is the bathroom. So fully tiled, nice granite countertop, fully tiled shower all the way to the ceiling, full tub. Okay, and then you've got a nice little linen closet here. So you don't have to worry about where do you sticking a towel under there or something. Got some space for that. And walk back here into the second bedroom. And that one is off the front of the house where you're gonna have those really nice views. It's nice and open. All right, and then over here, you've got that split level. I'm gonna show you the garage. It's a 2-car garage. There is no basement in this home, but it is brand new construction. So if you keep that in mind on the price. This is a 2-car garage that has been fully drywalled out. So again, they've done the texture even through here, which is a nice perk. Really like these door handles, nice thick door handles there. And this is a coat closet, by the way, when you come in. You have a nice coat closet. This is your laundry area. So it's actually an automatic light when you walk in here. It's got nice cabinets. You could put a little hang bar there if you need. Depends on how big your washer dryer are, but it is a nice room and you can close it off so you're not getting the loudness of your laundry when it's being done. Here's the primary master. Nice large space with a walk-in closet. And I believe this is automatic light. Yes. It's already built out with shelves. Lots of space, so you can do half of it for him and her if you want. You got one shelf there and one set of shelves there. And then beautiful tile here on the floors in the bathrooms. This is your double vanity with a little specific area for probably like a makeup vanity. That's what you want to do, and a nice enclosed shower. So it is a seamless door. They went all the way down. You can see they tiled the whole entire thing, and it has 2 shower heads. So you got this head over here. You got this head here and a rain shower. Beautiful enclosed, fully tiled shower. And then a closed off toilet area. So that's always so nice, because sometimes it's awkward when it's just, sitting in the middle of your vanity and everything else out in the open. Like, it's normal, it's common, but it's just so nice if you're able to close it off. I know that's a perk that people always say, oh, I love that. I love that the toilet's got its own room, because then you can have, someone in here doing whatever and they're not seeing what's going on if someone's using the bathroom. So it's nice. It's a nice perk. And they do have a nice little window in here too. So you got a nice window there, and then one in the toilet room as well. And this is how large the master is. So everything kind of flows really seamlessly all the way through back out to your main area. And again, similar little perks to this one with, just everything, the fixtures, the nice Spanish hand-laid texture on the walls. I mean, we've got a backsplash here in the kitchen that's really nice. Got that tile, subway tile, I think is what they call it, backsplash. I'm always hesitant to call things a certain thing because I'm not a builder. And if a builder were to hear me, they'd go, that's not what that's called. So yeah, this is a beautiful home. So as you can see, this is just a beautiful home. It is brand new construction. Yes, you're not gonna have the landscaping yet, so you wanna think about if you were to landscape, maybe adding, could be anywhere from, it just depends on what you wanna do, maybe 10,000+. But we're gonna show you again at the end of this video, a home that would be a comparable that's not new build, but in that price range. So you can really think about, what you're actually getting in a new build, especially on an acre lot. This is a huge lot. So if you wanted to build this out again for toys, you could do horses, you could do anything you want. That is all up to you. That's the perk of having a new build, right? Is you get to just make it what you want. So we're going to take you over to the next one, basically to just showcase the location. It's actually right around the corner. It's not too far from here, and I believe a little bit different exterior color scheme. So this particular builder has quite a few of these still being built. There's going to be more available later this year. So right now there's just 2, but $399.9. It works out to about, for the square footage of 1,596, it works out to about $250 a square foot. That is actually in some ways even better than some of the homes that I've gone through that are not new builds, that are quite a bit older, in a similar square footage. So it's a very, very well-priced home for all new everything, new appliances, new counters, new fixtures, new lights, everything's brand new, right? So it really is priced very well. And yeah, I'll head over and show you the one right around the corner, and then we're going to show you just some B-roll of images of a home that is comparable to this one, but it's not a new build. And you can see the difference from new build to something that's similarly priced, but it's not brand new. So let's take a look at the next one. And before we head over to the next property, we found the switch. It's actually right there on the wall, and you can see this is nice and lit up. I mentioned it, but I wanted to show you. I must have flipped it off earlier when we first got here, but I wanted to show you. This is really cool. This is like a little perk right here to just having some LEDs up there. So yeah, that's your kind of like your nightlight little treat up there to have some colored lights.
So this one, we are just gonna go inside so you can see. It's very similar in landscape, and it is going to be the exact same layout, but just probably flipped a little bit. So we'll go inside and check this one out. This is 1904 Spanish Lady Lane.
All right, so we are in 1904 North Spanish Lady Lane. Same listing agent. This is the same builder, Dynamic Design. So this is the same floor plan. This is going to be flipped. It's just around the corner. So what I want to do is actually, I'm going to take you through this home, and then immediately following this, I'm just going to roll some pictures of a home that is actually probably about $60,000 more. It's very interesting that when you go to different places in Pueblo, different sides of town, you know, the prices change, but it's a very similar home in terms of the square footage. It's not a brand new build. It is several years old. And yes, that one is around $469, I believe. So you're gonna see the difference what you can get in a brand new home with a full acre, and the acreage on that home that's in town. So you're not gonna have the space. It's not zoned for animals. If you want horses, if you want chickens, any of that, it's not zoned for that for this next home that we're going to show you, just in comparison. So I want to focus on Dynamic Design today, show you how beautiful their houses are, what you can get for a new build at $399.9, and then just give you a little bit of comparison here at the end to say you're really getting a good deal when you do new builds out in Pueblo West, to just give you something to compare to. So I'm just going to once again give you a refresher of what we just saw so you can see. And in fact, this might look a little familiar here behind me. And this time we did find the light switch for up there. So there is a light that probably illuminates a little bit differently when it's not as bright in here. But we're just going to flip the camera. We're going to take you around, just kind of show you same subway tiles here. You're going to have that waterfall island with the leather back granite. It's probably one of my new favorite countertops, actually. So let's check this out one more time. All right, so we opened up some doors here. Again, frosted glass pantry, brand new appliances, awesome space here. I would personally use that for any of my cookware. And then you're gonna have a nice pantry here with that frosted glass. Take note of your fixtures again, just to refresh, okay? Same thing, same layout. This is the master this time. We're gonna start in the master. And this one you can actually see, so you can see the location is quite a bit different. I wanna zoom, see if we can get you pretty close here. So what you're looking at right there, that little tiny blip there on the camera, that's actually over by the university. There's some water towers over there. and CSU Pueblo is right there. You can probably also see all the cars that are traveling. It's sometimes hard to pick up on camera. There's a lot of cars traveling right there on that, not the one that you can see most closest, this truck. That's actually Pueblo West. But just over that, that's actually I-25. So that's gonna be the interstate to get to and from anywhere in Colorado. It's the north-south corridor of the interstate here, runs north and south. So you can get to Denver Springs, you can get to Alamosa, Walsenburg, Colorado City, pretty much anywhere. But yeah, much different landscape here, but you're still gonna have, you're still gonna have the large 1.01 acres. Okay, so again, if you have toys, if you want animals, this is, sorry, that went blurry there. This is gonna be a good space for that. Nice big window here in the master. Once again, beautiful walk-in closet with, I just love the shelves. I mean, you need some shelves for shoes, right? So that's really nice to have pre-built out. Solid doors, by the way, the panel doors here, very solid. Actually, I haven't seen that a lot in new builds. And I also want to take note of the tile floors, how beautiful those are. I know we kind of showcased them in the last one, but I wasn't sure if you really got them in full. And so you have the full vanity, you've got a makeup vanity, so nice for the girls. Put all my makeup in there. And then a fully enclosed shower, again, with those double shower heads, even a little cubby here for your stuff. I honestly don't know if that was in the last one. I don't think I saw that or not, but yes. And then your seamless door here. And they've even got hooks, so you can have a shower hook. Right? And then into your open concept, this one has the washroom on the other side. So in the other model, we came in and it was on that side, but this one's just flipped. So this is gonna be the laundry area. I always call it the washroom. I've really gotta get out of that habit. I don't know why I do that. And then a nice big coat closet here. This is your crawl space access. Can't miss it. And then your garage, which I have to say, I want to point out again that they do all of the texture in these homes with this builder by hand. And it's all that Spanish design, and it is completely done in here. So you're not, you don't just see the boards. A lot of times in garages, you see just the framing of the 2x4s or whatever, but you don't get that here. You get a little bit more with the walls actually being done. Then I'll take you out back here. Lots of natural light, love that. Also lots of light, recessed lighting. Looks like I missed a switch somewhere. There's some right there too. I think we showed you that in the other home. Recessed lighting outside, covered patio. This may be a slightly smaller patio. I feel like the other one had just a little bit more concrete. I could be wrong, but yes, this is still your 1.01 acres. So a very large lot. We actually took our mic off for this because I knew it was getting windy. So I hope you guys can still hear me okay, because it's a little bit different when I don't have my microphone. Sorry. But we still have your linen closet here. And then we have the rooms with those nice sliding closets. And they are pretty deep. And I've actually seen where people will do another bar right there if you want extra hanging space. And it really does make a difference. So that's something you could add in there too if you want more hanging space. But yeah, just beautiful. I love those door handles. Everything is done really nicely in here. The granite countertops, all of the tile floor. Tile showers, these are just really lovely. Framed out with Schluter, that's so nice. You have a nice frame. It's not just the tile on the edges. Beautiful bathrooms and bedrooms. Nice neutral flooring. Should go well with most decor. I've actually seen this in homes with lots of gray. It's really pretty. The gray brown is becoming a thing. But yes, this is all, as you can see, it's much different than if you were in town and you were in like the more city-like areas. This is kind of, I guess, considered county. And it's also considered county for tax purposes too. So this is a fully framed out island. That's beautiful. So here you have it, guys, 1,596 square feet. Again, that works out to about $250 per square foot. 2-car garage, $399.9. Large acre here in Pueblo West. All right, so now you see what's available here in Pueblo West. With this particular builder, it is a brand new build in 2025, 1,596 square feet for $399.9. You also get that perk of a very large acre lot, which is really nice to have for your toys and your animals and whatever you want out here. The other perk to Pueblo West, they are actually considered the county. So when you buy a car or something of that nature, you are listed as county taxes, which is almost half, I feel like, of city taxes. I don't know the math exactly off the top of my head, so don't quote me, but it is quite a bit less because everybody always gets excited if they have an address they can use to purchase something large because it's so much less than the taxes. Now, here's what I want to tell you. A home that is on the south side that is $459,000. It is 20 square feet less. That's not much, but it is less on paper, right? So it's $459,000. It is 20 square feet less, 3-bed, 2-bath, but the acreage that it sits on is only 0.16. It's a cozy lot, right? That home is $459,000 as opposed to $399.9 for one of these brand new builds with all the beautiful, leather-backed granite and the nicer fixtures and the waterfall island, the hand-laid texture. I mean, everything is really, well upgraded in this home. And you could have a home that doesn't have quite as many of the amenities, but it's in a different area of town. So Pueblo's really interesting that way. It just depends on where you want to live. The price tag is going to change somewhat significantly. So just a perk to think about when you're looking to move to Pueblo. If you want to be in Pueblo West and you want space, that sort of neighborhood is what you're looking for. This is great for that. If you want to be in a place like the 81005 zip code, that's going to be more suburb, although Pueblo doesn't have real suburbs, right? It's just too small for that. But you're going to have more, closer to schools, closer to shopping. Everything's really close together, the smaller cozy lots. So that is something, if you're looking for that and you like that, you prefer that because you want, let's just say you want space like a cul-de-sac or space for, I'm sure there's cul-de-sacs out here, but you want space for kids to play and be on sidewalks because that's not something that is the typical layout here in Pueblo West, then you would love the south side, right? But I want to give you the idea that when you are switching from one side of town to the other, the price tag can change significantly. And it's kind of a give and take, right? It's like you might be closer to schools and shopping, but you're losing the space with the acreage and maybe not getting quite as new a home. So this has been fun today to kind of show you the differences and give Dynamic Design a little bit of a showcase. So if you're making a move in the next 10 days, could be 100 days from now, it doesn't really matter, grab my contact information. If you want some help making a smooth transition, I'd be happy to help you. You can reach out at any time, just shoot me a text, give me a call. And in the meantime, maybe we'll see you around Pueblo.